We asked Nigerians to share the stories of their mothers, the sacrifices they made for them, the journey of pain, love, devotion, and struggles made by our mothers to make us who we are today. They shared their stories with us. Thousands of entries, hundreds of interviews, and documentary across the country. 20 unique stories have been selected for us to learn from, appreciate, and celebrate. The sacrifices and devotion are real. Real people, real stories, real experiences. The emotional true life experiences being shared, narrated, and dramatized are simply captivating. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the most touching stories of our mothers. The Supermom reality TV show starts now.
Last week, we shared 2 extraordinary mothers with you on this show, and we asked you to make your choice for the potential Supermom. Nigerians have voted. The winner for last week's episode is...
Saturn worked my infant head when sleeping on my cradle bed, and when my mother, I'm sure you're all wondering why I'm reciting a nursery school rhyme. Well, there's no how I can forget one that has my mother in it, because it's got a special place in my heart, even if I forget everything else. And I think that was the intent of the writer. Well, and that's because we all know, even as a child, I knew that there were sacrifices my mother had to make. And she, it had to do with the pains, the joy, the sorrow, everything. She always was part of a special thing that happened in my life. Actually, I should tell you a story of my mother. I remember years ago, 4 years ago, when I was ill and my mom was not sure if I was going to survive. She was really scared. She prayed day and night and had nothing else. Nothing else. There was nothing else she could hang on to. The only thing she hung on to was God. And then she kept asking and said, will you let me bury you? I said, no, Mommy, I will not be buried. She goes, don't be. And then it went on and on and on for almost 2 years. Finally, I had the surgery and she couldn't. She was screaming. She was screaming even while I was unconscious. I could still hear my mother's prayers. And today, I am who I am. Because even through my life, through every single pain I've been through, the deaths, the births, and the surviving, Martha Ibet, like I like to make fun of her, has been there. So thank you very much, Mom. Welcome to another soul-searching episode of Supermom reality TV show. Here we shall be celebrating 2 daring mothers. They will share their 2 unique stories of pains, joy, sorrow, and of course, or even victories. So sit back and let's enjoy this episode.
Mothers are indeed angels on earth, guiding their children through life. The 2 mothers in today's episode validate the saying. They sacrificed their all to make sure their children were so comfortable as they could be. They are Mrs. Grace Jeremiah and Mrs. Judith Asange. Mrs. Grace Jeremiah is from Edo State but lives in Lagos with her family. She is 51 years old. She is a mother of 2 children. After her sister's death, Mrs. Grace Jeremiah brought her niece Shola George home to live with them. Mrs. Judith Asange is 55 years old. She's from Benue State but resides in Ayangba, Kogi State with her family. She's blessed with 6 children. Mrs. Judith Asange is a trader. Mrs. Judith Asange's son, Asange Terma Samuel, told us some of the sacrifices his mother made for him and his siblings.
My name is Asange Tina Samuel. Came in from Makodi in Benue State. I'm the first son, a family of 6. I'm here to share the story of one who I have come to know as the most caring and loving person in my whole life. That person is my mom, the person of Mrs. Judith Anawasi Asange.
When I married, my husband people, right from the beginning, they didn't like the marriage because for their reason, they say my senior sister has married already. So for me marrying again now, that's my father people will be saying that he give the first one and the second one, so I will not give to birth. Unfortunately, when I delivered the first child, he passed away. They say yes. They have been saying that this marriage, they don't like it.
Not long after then, and she took in again and gave birth to me. So when she gave birth to me, my dad's people now sent a name, saying Tina. That's in Tiv language, it means his father, my grandfather.
I can't think by myself. Those people, they say they didn't like the marriage. How their father go come this side again? I said, I will not accept the name. I said that this is a gift from God.
Said she doesn't agree with the name Tina. Rather, she named me Tina, God's gift.
Mrs. Judith Asange's husband wasn't doing so well in his business. She took up the responsibility of catering for the children's education and basic needs. Through her Gary business, she was able to send 3 of her children at the same time to the university.
My dad works with a construction firm. And the early 80s, had a problem in place of work. He was still working, but he had to be paying from his salary, kind of turnabout for the whole family. The whole burden of catering for the needs of the family, fees and feeding, was on my mom's shoulders.
He finished secondary school. He started to manage one work. After the work, can't stop again. He come home. So as he come home, I said, instead of staying like this, me I no go school. Me they can't stay like that. I be say the wahala no go finish a life for her head. Struggle. I said I should buy jam. The father say, where money? We go take buy jam. I said, we could struggle. Which time money go come? We could do the struggle like that.
Started a casual work. I was doing it, and she said no, that I'm her first son. It will be her joy, her pride to see me go through the university like every other person.
So he get the school. Before we even start the school, it was talk of war. Run up and down, borrow money up and down before we could be able to start the school. So after starting the school now, when they have one long strike, he came home. As he came home now, when we are there still struggling because now Gary me at the fry. I don't have any other business. Now Gary at the fry. Now what with that Gary, now we dey survive. So he said that for him to join me and stay like this, it will not be good. There is one company that come there by then. He said that he should go there and manage at least after everything, whether he can be able to get one shirt or trouser.
On this fateful day, I went to work with our last born, my only brother, Emmanuel. So after working, I tried to clean the concrete mixer, mobile concrete mixer, and my right hand got trapped in the machine.
First of all, when the time say get accident, I thought he's dead because the reverend father that took him to the hospital, the man still come house. So as he come now, I saw blood for the in white sutana.
Madam.
Father, you injured, feel blood for your shirt. What happened?
Yes, well, I'm all right. Please, sit down. Sit, please. Sit. It is your son, Tena. Take it easy. Take it easy.
What did you do?
He was said to have had an accident at his place of work.
Hey! What did you do?
No, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
What did you do? Hey! My son!
It is well.
Tena!
It is not what you think. Huh?
What did you do?
He's at the hospital though. And the doctors say that his hands will have to be amputated.
Now be say he go die now. He say no, he no go die. but they fit cut the hand. I say cut the hand, say hey, my blood dry immediately.
Don't kill her!
That is why I have come. That is why I have come to take you.
Leave me. Make I go to
Come. I will take you. I came with a car. We'll get there faster, please.
No be the hospital for junction.
Go.
I go take
I will take you. No.
But for my mind that time, that leg is faster than to go enter motor.
The doctors finally granted Mrs. Judith Asange her demand. Despite her age and the nature of her business, a pint of blood was drawn from her body for her son, Turner.
When I come, I run there. They were looking for blood. This blood, emergency, no blood. So unfortunately, one Reverend Father that took him, although he's a family friend, took him to the hospital. The Reverend Father donated 1 pint of blood, and they said they need 2. I said that I will donate. They said that I'm a woman, I'm not that young again, and with the nature of my work, I can't donate.
At least our friend don't give him 1 pint. Take the other one from me.
No, I can't. You need to get a donor or buy.
I no get money. Now make me say make you take from me now.
Yeah, your age and nature of your job makes you a wrong donor. I'm sorry, madam.
I beg. Doctor. If you go kill me, make I die. The time I would wait for you, my pikin go die.
You're wasting my time. I'm supposed to be attending to your son right now. I advise you get money for blood or get a good donor. Someone young and agile.
I beg, doctor.
The sooner he gets the blood, the better for him.
They no grey, but no any other way now to get blood. So I donate the blood. I no feel in the sense that at least me, I don't stay small. Even though I die, if he dey alive, at least you take care of the junior ones. That is how I feel. We were there. If they call, anybody will come and go say, hey, Sam, your own has finished you. Your own has finished you. They start crying. Say, your own no finished. So far you still there alive. Your own no go finish by the grace of God.
They recommended me to be taken to theater.
They don't even greet me here for the first time self. Before I reach there, they inside theater. Make I even enter, they no gree. Make I enter, they no gree. Now just the blood that they request.
Mrs. Judith Asange abandoned her Gary business to be with Turner at the hospital for 2 months and 3 weeks.
And for that 2 months and 3 weeks, I used to lie on the floor. He will be lying on the bed. If I wake, I check him. If I wake, I check him. I lie back again on the floor there. And the Gary market stopped. Nobody to manage the market again.
So while I was in the hospital, just running around trying to get funds so that at the end of it could settle the hospital bill, and the Gary processing business used to put food on the table for the whole family had to be suspended. She was always there with me in the hospital.
Unfortunately, even though my junior sister that he used to bring food for them at times, and one of my brother, and just out of pity, some, if they come see them, those that will bring 1 plate of rice, those that will give them 200 naira, 500. That is how they are managing there.
Times were tough. It was just by her efforts, ability to go around, seek for help from well-meaning citizens, neighbors. I was able to pay the hospital bill.
Where we'll get money, no money. If I ask this one, he will say he don't have. If I tell the father to go and look for money, he will say that he don't know where to borrow money. Stay there. After now, I can't think. At least the few clothes that they are there, what am I using them for? At least if I still remain one that I'll be using, that one will be okay for me. Than for we to stay for hospital here. So I go house, I dispose the clothes and my plates, I give them.
So how much you go give me for the wrapper? Make I give you 5,000 now for everything. It no work.
So as I did, some they will just price it anyhow. Anyhow. At least I will get small thing from there.
I beg. Just had 5,000. It's not be my picking hospital bill. I will not say 5,000. I beg. I go give you 1,000. I go add 1,000 because of God. Because of God, I don't need wrapper. All this wrapper will bring come. I get better ones. I don't need them. Now because I won't help you as my friend.
It no work. Okay. Even the plate money you give me, that one's small.
It good like that. As I buy plates. Abi? Another person said go buy the clothes. Abi, I no try.
So yeah, put 1,000. Okay.
I don't even get that kind of money. You sell, Abi, you no sell.
Bring them.
You sure? Come dey pay for Tori sins. Now what for you? Eh? My friend.
So that is how we managed to pay the hospital bill by then.
The Supermom will be right back. The Supermom Season 2, a celebration of our mothers.
Mrs. Judith Asange spent 6 months teaching Turner how to write with his left hand.
I can't think again. This boy is not using left before. Nah, right. So this right hand that cut, how are we going to manage?
She was coaching me how to use my left hand to write.
Now small. You go sabi use this left hand right before school is. You go fit do am.
But Mom, I don't think that'll ever happen for me.
I know. That is why I dey here with you to help you. Oh yeah.
I'm not right. See what I'm writing. I don't use this hand before.
You go fit. I dey
See what I'm writing.
My pikin, you no go fit give up now. For me, your mama, you go do am. Abeg. You dey do am.
I hope you make it. I'm not using this hand.
Till the strike was called off and Turner returned to the university.
If you hold the barrel, we manage it small, practicing. So after 6 months now, they call up the strike. We went back to school. I still continue thinking how this boy will cope.
She was doing more of giving me courage. That, right.
With this one hand, by the grace of God, God strengthened him. He cope. Practicing. The first one is not all that good. The handwriting is not good. Just practicing like that until become perfect with the right hand.
She never complained about the time she spent away from her business.
And all that period I was down because the Gary business had stopped. Things were difficult.
Mrs. Judith Asange also helped Turner to do his laundry until he was able to master the art of doing it without the use of his right hand.
And while I was in the house after my amputation, I was washing my clothes.
Everyone knew Mrs. Judith Asange with just a blue wrapper, all because she was busy raising 5 children at the same time at the university.
So one woman wake up find me for market one day. That day, one of my sister dashed me one cloth. So now that's one I tie that day. So as she come market now, I sit down. She no come see me again because she dey find that specific cloth where I dey tie. As she no come see me after, me I come see her and I come get up, I come greet her. As I greet her now, she said, say she no say me a day here now. Say she define blue cloth and she no see because that cloth be day blue. Say she define blue cloth and she no see the blue cloth now. She just say me a no day. I say I day. That is how that one just passed like that.
The day Turner came to her to say he had just graduated from the university was one of the happiest days of her life.
Because I say, so Sam, you finish? He say he finish. You finish? You say you finish. I said to, I don't know where God face today. Make I kneel down, greet him. Begin the roll for grass. I said to God, see me. I don't know where you dey. Make I face you and greet you to see me for grano. Begin the roll up and down.
She did not bother about her own needs. Her reward was seeing her children progress in life.
Especially even the three, because they gained the admission in 1 year. 3 of them gained the admission once. But as we don't suffer too much, even the senior one said that she should stay behind, let the junior ones go. I said to you, being the senior, if you stay back now you won't feel it, but after this junior ones finish, you will feel that you are a senior, you still there and the junior ones finish. And even people from outside will be asking, your junior ones finish, what are you doing that the junior ones finish and you are still here? I said that they should go, all of them should go. God that allowed them to gain admission, 3 of them, the God will open road, so we'll manage like that. The rest, the junior to Sam is 300 level in Benson. Then the remaining 3, they are at Kogi University.
Supermom reality TV show.
All those things, if I enter house, I pray to my God. I say to God, now you know, and you said that a woman must marry, so I marry you. And I won't leave this man because of the no get. I will stay and suffer because of my children. So he will see me through. So I stay.
By her love and courage, I started gradually. I wrote my second semester exam 6 months after the amputation. Thank God the result came out. Mawati, I really lack words to appreciate you, appreciate your concern, appreciate your love towards me, my siblings, my father. There is no way I would have done without you. For all the love, all the care, out in the rain, out in the sun, to put food on the table and ensure that we have a future and are able to stand where our needs are in life. I say, I'm most grateful. I appreciate you. I owe my life to you. I lack words to appreciate, to show my love and concern for everything you've been to me, to my siblings, the whole of our family, my dad, everybody. I cannot say anything other than God bless, reward, and grant you long life.
Supermom reality TV show.
Every day they suffer for me like no other man. If I no job, you no good job.
Stella Damascus. The 90s and early 2000s was good to this actress. She was starred in more than 50 movies and was nominated Best Actress in a leading role at the African Movie Academy. Her mother used to be an opera singer. When she discovered Stella loved to sing and act in school plays. She met her husband, Ijaya Abodenri, on the stage when he was performing as Jazzville and was smitten with love immediately. Their marriage was one of those few success stories in the entertainment industry till she lost her husband in 2004. Though she felt dejected and alone, Stella stood firm because of her two children, Angelica and Isabella. Her two daughters mean the world to her. She had said repeatedly that she would do anything in her power, that they get everything they need in life. Being a single parent may be difficult, but this talented actress and singer has made a choice to stand by her daughters all the way. Let's begin with Mrs. Jeremiah Grace's story. Her niece, Shola George, took us down memory lane as she recounts the sacrifices her aunt made for her after her mother's death.
I was born with a silver spoon, but along the line, I lost it. My father died when I was 3 months old. Till date, as I'm talking to you, I don't know him. When Dad died, Momsi started all the way. Popsi's family collected everything from her. They denied her of everything. Even told her to separate, as in divide us, give us to one another. But she refused along the line. She picked us, she divided us along. She gave us to her parents to take care of.
Lost the husband, so now stay with my dad.
When it was time, I graduated in 1997 from primary school. There was no money. There was no family. There was nobody to take care of us. There was nobody to pick it up from there. Momsi went ahead. She sold her wares. She sold her jewelries in order to make me happy. Along the line, Momsi died in 2003. I wept, I cried, thinking there was no word again, thinking there was nobody there to take care of me again. But God's so good to me. Momsi's older sister, Mrs. Grace Jeremiah, picked it up from there.
So when I saw, because there's nobody to take care of them, so I have to carry them along with me. So Deshola, that is how Deshola came.
She picked it up from there, started nursing it 2003. She did enough things I thought nobody would ever do for me. Because of my mom's death, it affected my first WAEC in 2003.
How did you go?
Is that why you're crying?
Disappointed you.
Listen, Teshola, you have not disappointed me, okay? Listen, the fact that you did not make it now doesn't mean it won't happen, okay? You'll wipe your tears.
Mrs. Grace Jeremiah encouraged and gave Shola money to sit for another WAEC examinations, which she eventually passed.
So from that private school that I put her, so she do her WAEC in that place.
My aunt advised me, she stood strongly behind me. She advised me to go back. She financed and did everything for me, and which I went back in 2006. And I came out results oriented.
This should not pass her because I really thank God that my effort is not in vain.
Shola wrote her first JAM in 2006 and did not pass. Again, she was sad. But her aunt, Mrs. Grace Jeremiah, encouraged her.
2005, I wrote my first JAM, but it was not rosy.
Shola finally got admission into the Federal Polytechnic Ile-Ife. Mrs. Grace Jeremiah was very happy.
I wrote this exam, this BC with Mom's oldest son. That's Philip Jeremiah. At the same time, we gained admission at the same time. But all that happened, I was surprised. Mrs. Jeremiah pleaded with her son in order for me to gain admission that year.
At that particular time, my aim said that Deshola, even though there is nothing, Mommy,
no. I won't agree to it.
Your sister is older, and there's no money for both of your school fees.
Then let her sit at home while I go to school.
Mommy, maybe you should go. As in, I'll still at home for a while. And when you have enough money to send both of us to school, I will go anytime. I don't mind. I can go anytime, Mommy.
No way. You've been trying for too long to gain admission. And now that you are successful, I will not allow you lose this. Okay? You might not be lucky next time. Your brother here should understand this. After all, you're older.
She's not my sister. Why don't I have a say in this house? In my own house. I hate a stranger.
Shut up! She's your sister and I'm your mother, and you do as I say.
I won't lose my admission because of her. I won't.
Come back here! Come here!
Mommy, he's right. As in, I'm just taking his place. I'm taking all his place. It's safe to go to school as well, Mommy.
Leave this to me. You're older and you should understand this. Huh?
The atmosphere was not too good. In the sense that everybody in the family was not happy. I left the house to another auntie of mine. But I never explained anything to them. I did not tell her anything. But when I came back, they told me that they've agreed that I should move on. We kept malice because he looked at it that how can I'm an outsider. After all, we are not same blood. How can I come to the family and take off everything? But along the line, I sat him down, talked to him. The decision is not mine, but it's from your home parents. What can I do? They said I should go ahead. Please, I'm begging you, understand with me. When time comes for me to render assistance, I will definitely go ahead. When I got back to school, few weeks when I got back to school, I had infection. The bathroom and the toilet I was using then, I was infected. I got infected. And it was private part issue. I called her and I told her, this is what I'm going through right now. And I'm not feeling comfortable with myself.
Ó ti ń sọ fún wa bó ń fẹ́ ṣe ní school operation yẹn àwa ló ti so daddy ọkọ mi wá sọ pé kó má ó ṣe agree kó wá sí ilé ló bá ṣe ó bá wá sí hospital ní bíbá.
Madam, it is a minor infection, okay, but we need to treat it as soon as possible.
How much is the drug?
Drug is not a matter of grand now. Because your daughter waited too long before she came to the hospital. So she has to undergo minor surgery.
Surgery? Doctor, how much is this surgery?
It will cost you 35,000 naira.
35,000? Doctor, where do I get that kind of money from? Where?
Let's just forget about it. I'm very sure there's another way out. You don't have to worry about it now.
You don't know how serious the situation of your health is. Because if you don't do that operation, you won't be able to produce again.
She might not be able to give birth. Doctor, we'll come back tomorrow. Eh? We'll look for the money and we'll come back tomorrow. Eh?
So, the ball is in your court.
We'll come back tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
On our way home, I told my aunt, where are we going to get the money from? If this is the only way that will make me not to be a woman in future. You've tried for me. I can't go extra. I can't allow you to go extra mile. She encouraged me. We should go. We go.
Mrs. Grace Jeremiah was able to convince her husband to provide the money needed for Shola's surgery.
Her husband came that evening, and she discussed it with her husband. Her husband borrowed money that day from the office. Out of 150,000 naira that he wanted to use to work, he dropped 50k for us.
Because we have to save her life.
Immediately, she returned to the hospital and the surgery was scheduled.
The second day we went back to the hospital. They passed the trip on me. That was the last thing I saw.
On the day of the surgery, Mrs. Grace Jeremiah prayed for her niece to come out of the theatre alive.
When I woke up, they had finished the operation. The only thing I said, and I could hear myself, was, Shola, you will not die. Shola, you will not die. And my auntie was answering me, Amen, you will not die. Amen, you will not die. And I started crying. I started crying. That why am I paying you back this way? What's the essence of this? If this is the only way, let me die. She told me no.
Supermom reality TV show.
When there was no money, Mrs. Grace Jeremiah sold her clothes to pay for Shola's school fees.
I was about to write my last exam when there was no money again. I told them that they should allow me to stop halfway. That when the money comes, I will continue from there. But she disagreed with me. That no, she will not take that. I went ahead as well, as usual, to borrow some money, sold some things.
But we are just using it to get money, to do everything. No way. But I just thank God that by the help of God just helped us.
I wrote that exam that year, 2009, and I passed out that year from the Polytechnic Ile-Ife.
Mrs. Grace Jeremiah sold her stationery business to pay for Shola's school fees when she finally gained admission into the Lagos State Polytechnic to further her education.
Okay, now that you have finished your OND, I want you to take a form at Laspotech so you can further your education.
Form? Auntie, but we don't have enough money for that now.
Why don't you take the form first and God to take care of things?
Are you sure? Auntie, are you sure? I can always wait till things settle.
Take the form.
Yes, Ma. Thank you, Auntie. You're the best.
2007 when I gained admission, she was selling stationeries before then. Books and stuff like that.
Mama, that way. So
in her own, she rented a shop, but bargained with the person that as time goes on, she will buy the shop. Initially, she bought the shop along the line. When the business started moving, she bought the shop. But when that was time for me to enter school, she sold all the books to another person. In order for her to get the means, to get money, to finance my education.
They are nice, but I just have 15,000 naira to give you.
10,000 is too soon.
I know, but
Clothes are worth more than that, please.
you know that second-hand clothes, I'm just buying them for you because you say you have your daughter's school fee to pay.
May I have 10,000?
I don't have it. I'll put 2,000 naira for you. Take it or you leave it. Which one are you looking there? Yeah, you're not the one that brought them. Ah. Will you sell it?
Her husband's family called her names, saying she had not always wanted to assist her husband. That is why she had to sell her business, all because of her niece. But Mrs. Grace Jeremiah did not relent in her efforts to make sure Shola had the best.
She did so many things, went ahead and borrowed money. She was insulted by family members, her husband's family members, all for my sake. It wasn't rosy initially, but along the line, I looked back home when I got to school. I was like, no, I need to make someone happy. I looked back home and I told myself, Shola, you got to make Mrs. Jeremiah happy.
Supermom reality TV show.
Mom, Miss Jeremiah, Grace, you mean mother the word to me. I don't know what to qualify you with. But I keep having this joy within me, and I believe. I cherish you a lot. I love you. I'm so concerned about you. There's none that can be compared with you. You are the best. The best mother in the world.
If you see my mama, tell her I love her. Please tell her. If you see my mama, if you see my mama, tell her I love her. I love Africa, mama.
What my sister's supposed to be doing is what I'm doing today.
Well, dear viewers, it would be difficult to pick which of the mothers will make it to the next stage, right? But the truth is, one of them has to go. So, pick up your phones and send a text with the mother's name that you have chosen to this number, 33070. I'll take that again, 33070. And you should get on now because the voting lines are all open, and text away. And yes, don't ask me, you can vote as many times as possible. Go. Today's show will keep you thinking and help you appreciate your mother a lot more. So while we sit and wait for next week's episode, why don't you pick up your phone if you're not close by your mother and just let your mother know how much you love her. Tell her you love her. And this is me telling my mother, Mom, I really do love you. So until next week, it's bye from me. Have a great day.
The Supermom Season 2, a celebration of our mothers.
Every day they suffer for me like no other man. If I no job, you no good job, you dey provide for me. Yeah. Anytime that